We got to hold on, Belen.
Yes, lots of sunshine yesterday, and in the coming days you want to avoid the sunshine. So let's show you what you can expect. Hi everybody, happy Monday. Here's what you have to deal with this week. It is going to heat back up. The numbers are going to be well above normal for this time of year. The marine layer that we had over the weekend, that's going to be shrinking back to the coastline. So we're going to wish for some cloud cover this week. We're not going to get it. The weather is going to be the hottest from Tuesday through Thursday. That's when the temperatures will be the highest, and there will be a moderate risk for heat illness. The temperatures right now are starting off nice and fresh. Can't stress this enough, the importance of taking care of yourself during the mornings and especially during the afternoon and evening once the sun gets a little lower in the sky. That's when you should do any outdoor activities. 50s on the map right now, some 60s over in Lancaster, and Big Bear's at 32 degrees. So we're going to have rays 4 days. Numbers are going to be in the 70s and 80s in Ventura County. At the coast, 77 for Long Beach. Near the ocean over in Irvine, 77. Well, not really near the ocean, but inland. Notice how the numbers will be in the low 80s for Los Angeles, Anaheim, the valleys. This is where it's going to be the hottest. Same goes for the deserts, where you see the numbers in the mid to upper 80s, almost flirting with 90 degrees over in the IE. And Big Bear temperatures will be around 66. I blame this heat on the Diamondbacks. They're in town. They're going to be taking on the Dodgers tonight. First pitch will be at 7:10. It'll be comfortable for the start of the game, but by the end of the game, the temperatures are going to be around 69. So all in all, I think we're actually going to be okay. You may not need a jacket, a sweater, a light one. At the end of the game, it will be comfortable, 69 degrees. Now, on top of the heat illness risk going up, the fire danger will be increasing as well. Look at the humidity. Today, it's going to be at a moderate level, but then tomorrow it goes low. Wednesday is going to be one of our warmest and driest day. Thursday, also some low humidity, and then slowly the humidity starts to recover as we head into the weekend. So look at the trend, for example, in Santa Clarita, where today is hot and it's going to get hotter. Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures 92, 93, 90s expected to continue through Thursday. So this is the hottest period and the driest period as well. Then Friday into the weekend, just a break from those hot temperatures. It won't be as harsh. Those numbers are still above normal, but at least it will be a little bit of relief, and we'll get back some of the marine layer at the coast. So your 7-day forecast shows numbers in the 80s today for the base in Orange County, 90s on Wednesday, mid 80s Thursday, then low 80s Friday. It's still above normal, and over the weekend the numbers coming down, but that's still above normal. The temperatures for Los Angeles should be around 73 degrees around this time of year. The valleys, the Inland Empire, upper 80s. Then 90s tomorrow, 90s again Wednesday. Thursday is going to be another warm, very warm day. Friday, temperatures in the low to mid 80s. And then over the weekend, the numbers will be lower. The high desert, low desert, you got to watch out for the winds. The fire danger here will be high. Triple digits expected for the low desert. And here's a forecast for the mountains, where we go from 60s to 70s. And that's where we stay for the rest of the week, which is very warm for our mountain communities. So stay cool and hydrate, everyone. Here's Robin with traffic.
Checking in on the 101, we're taking a little peek at your eastbound commute with Street Vision. Heading toward the 134-170 split. Traffic looking good here for both sides of the 101 heading east and west, but south on the 101 at Tujunga Avenue, we are watching an early morning accident. It happened in the 1 o'clock hour right at the Tujunga Avenue off-ramp, which is still closed. A traffic alert remains in place, and CHP has extended that traffic alert. They're now saying 6 a.m. No major delays passing the scene. You're good to go for north and south 101, but you cannot exit at Tujunga Avenue. So just dump off early or just after that exit. Under 15 minutes between the 5 and the 134 split. That's good. Still tracking a crash here on the west side of the 60 at the 15. As you work your way out of the Inland Empire, it's going to be slow leading up to this closure. It's the connector ramp that takes you to northbound 15. That's closed. A traffic alert remains in place, and it's starting to back up. So I'll check that drive time coming up a little bit later. Before I go,
temperatures are jumping into the 80s today, and it's going to get even hotter during the week. This is what we've got for you right now. Nice and fresh, temperatures in the 50s. Now just ahead, I'll show you how hot it's going to get and how the air quality will be affected. Right now, here's the drive with Robin.
Well, good morning. The quality of traffic and your commute depends on how early you get out there. We're checking in with Street Vision, rolling south on the 2, heading toward the 5. It's wide open. This stretch looking good. But of course, we'll check more when Today in LA returns after the break. Stay with us.
Summer, that's June the 20th. But if you like it hot, then this is your forecast, because it is really going to heat up. The temperatures today, almost 20 degrees warmer than where we were on Saturday. Remember when it was gloomy and cloudy? Today, highs are headed for the 80s. And temperatures this week are going to be running 10 to 20 above normal, so there's going to be a risk for heat illness. The hottest days Tuesday through Thursday, and unfortunately, the combination of that dry air temperatures is going to be increasing the fire danger. And look at how it's going to affect air quality. We're still going to be good at the coast. That's where we have the green. Inland, moderate air quality, which is the yellow. So if you look off towards the mountains, it's going to look a little hazy, and it's unhealthy for sensitive groups around the Pasadena area, the San Bernardino Valley, Yucaipa, and over into Palm Springs. So here's a look at the numbers for everyone. It's going to be very different than where we were over the weekend. 80s this afternoon in the desert, 70s and 60s in the mountains. The Inland Empire is going to be flirting with 90 degrees. And we're not going to have any cloud cover. The marine layer is shrinking to the coast, so no cloud cover, sunny skies. The burn time, if you're outside for an extended period of time, is going to be quick. Put on the sunscreen. Upper 70s, low 80s for inland Orange County, Ventura County seeing a mix of 70s and 80s. The San Fernando Valley, upper 80s, almost 90 in Santa Clarita. And here's your day in LA. 70s at the coast, 80 for Los Angeles, and temperatures inland will be in the low to mid 80s. That system we had over the weekend is moving out of the way. High pressure is moving in and will only be stronger as we get to the middle of the week. Look at what it does to the temperatures in Los Angeles. A high of 80 today, tomorrow 87, Wednesday 92. Amigos, the average high is 75. We're going to be well above that through the middle of the week. So that means that the risk for heat illness will be going up. If you don't have an adequate way to stay cool, you got to find it. That's the best way to get through this heat and stay hydrated. Here's a look at the forecast. We have 80 today, mid 80s tomorrow. Wednesday, we're in the 90s, and you see the numbers don't really come down until we get into the weekend. And even then, those temperatures will be above normal. At the coast, not seeing any more marine layer. It's slowly going to shrink and go away. Temperatures around 80 degrees on Wednesday. The valleys, the Inland Empire, upper 80s, 90s tomorrow, even hotter. Wednesday and Thursday is the day where we could see some triple digits, especially Wednesday. Then the temperatures start to cool down somewhat Friday into the weekend. It won't be as hot. The deserts will have windy weather today. Tomorrow it's going to be even hotter. We're headed for the triple digits over in the Palm Springs area and in the mountains. Warming into the 70s the rest of the week. Windy today. Still some lingering winds tomorrow. That's your forecast. Now a check of the drive. Here's Robin.
Good morning. Good morning. Checking in with Street Vision, rolling south on the 5. Cameras freezing up a little bit, but we just rolled through the East LA interchange, which is wide open. So the 10, the 5, the 101, the 60, all doing well this morning. So it's nice to be able to pass along some good news for your morning commute, at least for now. You know, we can never guarantee it's going to stay that way. Your drive time for the 5 rolling south from the 170 to the 10, 16 minutes. Your commute on the 110, trouble-free between the 5 and the 105. And the 101 is moving well and looking good from the 170 split down to the 5. But there is a little problem right around Tujunga Avenue. I'll get to that a little bit later. The 110 wide open from Carson to downtown LA. 710 looking good out of Long Beach. 605 trouble-free out of Rossmore. Here's the problem that I've been tracking since early this morning. No major delays, but the Tujunga Avenue off-ramp from southbound 101 is closed. They hope to have it open by 6 a.m. as they deal with the crash, but no major delays through the scene. We'll check more traffic coming up in a little bit. Adrian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Robin. We'll still head